my today's special value from Pop It. You get not one, but you get two of these. And they are the heavy duty, and they are the big ones. And they come with your set of shelf liners as well. 4 shelf liners. I'm telling you, I use these in my kids' room. I use them in the kitchen. I use them in the laundry room. The basement is just a flood of Pop Its because, well, it floods down there a lot, and this keeps them up off of the ground. This is the best, most inexpensive furniture you will ever buy. And when we're talking about heavy duty, good quality, these hold up to 1,000 pounds if you don't have the wheels on them, and just slightly less than that if you do have the wheels on them. The opportunities for you are endless. And here's the story. Most people who buy one Pop It come back and buy another Pop It. They get pretty expensive when you do it that way. Plus, there's a shipping and handling involved in that. So for our today's special value, we decided, let's just give them what they want anyway. Give them 2, take away all of the shipping and handling. That saves you over $50, $55 in shipping and handling, because this weighs 41 pounds to ship. Not to worry, fully assembled for you. And if you ask me, they look like $1 million. They have that really great chic look to them. So you can even put them in a living room and have your TV and things like that. We've got tons of ideas for you. I will show you pictures of mine, but let me first show you the color choices that you have. And we'll start down here at the end. There's that black. It's been very, very popular since midnight. And again, imagine this. Dorm room, new apartment, if you want to decorate and put stuff on it, take off the shelf liners, it has that kind of industrial chic look to it, doesn't it? Then there is the white. White is always very popular too. Great for a kid's room, great for a laundry room. These are the ones that I always get. Always pick up these, which are called the pewter. And then we also have this bronze. Remember, you are getting 2 of them, most limited there in the bronze. $159.99 for one. Great price. I get it. If you were getting it here at QVC, it would be even less. But when you put 2 of them together, plus we give you the shelf liners, which so many people want, a pack of 4 of those, it would be $365. You get them home for $289 for 2. Even if you go onto Facebook Marketplace, which, yes, I have to admit, I shop on quite a bit. Or Craigslist, or whatever your version of that is. If you're looking for a dresser, if you're looking for a shelving unit, if you're looking for a bookcase, which we use them for in my daughter's room, or anything similar, you're not finding a piece, even used, that is going to be less than $200 or $300 for something of this size. You get 2 of these home for $289.98, brand new, and hold up to 1,000 pounds. It's the best purchase you're going to make for your home, and you've got to do it today because the price does go away at the end of the day. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. If you're like me, you love your Pop It, or you're picking one up, our testimonial lines will be open. Erica Swineford is here with us to talk to us more about these. Hello, friend. How are you?
It is great to be here.
Love these.
Yes, me too. So I will show you why they're called Pop It. Actually, I'll just start at the beginning. I'm going to take a couple of these liners off here.
Which is nice that you get 4.
Just
we don't usually include those.
Yes, so these are a new upgrade that we included to really just make it so that if you're storing smaller things, they're not going to fall through the cracks, they're not going to fall through. So we're just tucking them away to show you how these come to you. So when we say Pop It, it's because you literally pop them open. So they're going to come to you in a box just like this.
That's it.
They will be in a box this size.
Fully assembled.
2 of them fully assembled. So you're going to take them out of the box, and like you said, that'll take longer than assembling
that's
them.
Honestly
just getting them out of the
what took me
box.
the longest was cutting open the box.
Because we pack them really well.
Yeah.
We put styrofoam. But you decide, do you want the wheels or do you not want the wheels? Now, with the wheels, they hold 300 pounds total weight. Without the wheels, 1,000 pounds. Most people like the wheels because then it makes them portable and easy to move. So if you use the wheels, you screw them on like you're screwing on a light bulb. Super simple. And then here's your assembly. With or without the wheels, you're just going to open up the shelf. It falls into place. I'm going to turn it around and show you. On the back is a patented latch. So it's on there, it's attached. You don't have to look in the box. You're not losing it, searching for it. It's already on there. I just hook it like that with my hands, and then I simply swing this top shelf over, and I hook the second latch, And in just about 15 to 30 seconds, I have assembled a 1,000 pound capacity heavy duty storage rack that's also made of powder coated steel. So you can use this in damp areas.
Yep.
You can use it in
Basement.
areas that get hot in the summer and cold in the winter.
Attics.
Attics, basements, sheds, garages. And because it's elevated, Kirsten, I love that you said that. Many of us, if not most of us, get water in our basement
Yep.
or it's damp.
Yeah.
So if you're using this to store things in areas like that, everything is elevated up off of the floor so it protects your items from water damage.
And these are the big ones, you guys.
Yes.
I've had so many different versions of Poppets. These are the big ones, so they'll hold multiples of your period boxes. If you've been on my Facebook page, you saw that so my son, he's 7, he's like in this in-between stage. Like I'm not gonna buy him nice furniture, like wood furniture, like a dresser, but we're past like the changing table.
Yeah.
So he needs something. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I was looking around. I mean, sure, I did the IKEA thing for a long time, and then you're putting things together for a million years, but they really don't even last that long because
Right.
they're not that great.
Right.
This is so much better. It's less expensive than even going to one of those places. You don't have to put anything together, and it's better quality. It's powder coated steel, holds up to 1,000 pounds. I mean, these things aren't gonna die. Then I put period boxes on them, and we're good to go. Maybe you're moving into assisted living, or you have somebody that you're moving into assisted living. This is great for their shelving. It can hold pictures, it can hold books, it can hold stuff. I mean, really, I know they're called storage, which is great right there. That's like my basement or your attic or your garage, but it's so much more than just storage. I think you get to, and maybe that's what you're going to use them for, is you're organizing your storage shed or your garage or your basement. But then you'll end up using them more like this for the kids' room, for the teenagers' room, to decorate with, for the home office, for the laundry room. Any place you are thinking of putting a shelf, a dresser, like an end table, this can do that, or a TV area. This can do it instead.
It can, and I love what you said. So you're using them for Ben now for his toys and his bins and things. Well, when he's older, he can take them with him to college.
Yeah.
He can take it to his first apartment, or you can keep it and put your other stuff on it. You know,
exactly. I'll use it
what's
for me for
great.
later.
You can transfer uses, transfer rooms, move it to a different place, depending on the season.
Which one is it?
Season of life or season of year. There's the latch.
Here it is.
And this is how easy it is to assemble and unassemble. So I had a couple in my basement. I had my kids' toys on them for years.
Yeah.
When my kids got older, they didn't play with those toys anymore, but now they eat a lot.
Yeah.
So we moved these up into our garage, and they're extra pantry space for all
Now
my
they
canned
eat a
goods.
lot.
They eat a lot.
Right.
My
So you
cases
just
of soda,
take
my
it out
paper
of
products.
Take it out of Ben's room and then move it to the next place.
Just wherever you need
and
it.
it's not going to fall apart and disintegrate.
Right.
And the back's not going to fall off. He had he had like an armoire that we had used for the little kids too, or for the girls too. And like the back all of a sudden started to like buckle off.
Right.
And then I was like, what is this? Because it's like cardboard or like whatever that is. This is powder coated steel for less expensive than those. Let me show you the colors.
Yeah.
You get 2. That's the key here. That's why this is such a great today's special value, is because you're going to use the 2. This is the black, very, very popular. So is the white. It's a $365 value for $289. This is my favorite. It's the pewter. And then we also have the bronze.
And we gave you these shelf liners for the first time ever with this set of 2, because a lot of people use these for a pantry, and maybe you're putting, smaller items like spices or cans or waters, bottles of things. So that way it holds everything nice and flat and nothing falls through. If you're using it in, the garage for soil or sand or things like that, it keeps everything, from just making a mess. And gives you a
let's
nice
go to that
flush
garage.
surface. Speaking
Shall
of
we?
garage, yeah, there it is. So how about the gardening stuff? How about the sporting goods equipment for whatever season it is? How about the firewood for your fire pit, that you just have a little extra of and you want to store? All those things, the tools, the toolboxes, just everything, anything and everything, your camping supplies, the chairs that you take to the kids' games on a Saturday. Where do you keep all that now? Is it all over your garage? Is it all over your basement? This is a great way to just use that vertical space and maybe be able to park in your garage now. Maybe be able to
You should
walk
park
through
in your garage. I can't tell you how good it feels. Like if you feel kind of clouded on the inside and overwhelmed and stressed out, when you start to organize your exterior space, it really does impact your mental and your interior space. My husband asked me the other day, because I had asked him forever to clean out the garage. We do park one car in the garage. But the other one wouldn't fit in the garage anyway, so we kind of have a pass. But I still needed like it to be cleaner. You know, we're coming in and out a lot more because of this nice weather. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I went out and I was organizing and putting things away and throwing stuff away and dusting and getting rid of cobwebs and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, are you doing your summer nesting? And I was like, my summer nesting. But I could have used 3 more of these in the garage alone.
And that's what happens so often, and that's why we brought a set of 2, because so many of us, when we get 1 or 2 home, we're like, ooh, I could use another one in this spot and this spot. And here's what Mary Beth Rowe does. I love that she does this. So let me give you the dimensions and then I'll show you what she does. These are about 36 inches wide from side to side, 21 inches from front to back, and 62 inches high. But here's what Mary Beth does. She stores them, I think it's her basement, I want to say, but she stores them like this instead of kind of wide.
Oh, you get a little bit more space.
She just turns them like this.
That's great.
And then she fits, you know, like 4 or 6 in there, and then that way she lines them up. And then when you need to access
MBR is so smart.
you can just pull it out like this. If you decide to use the wheels, you can just pull it out, slide it right back in.
I think I might be doing that.
Isn't that a good idea? And I also like too, because they're on wheels, if you want to put storage shelves in front of your water heater or your furnace, you know, you're not going to build shelves in front of that because you need to access it, but you can put these in front of it, and then when, you know, the person comes to check it every year, you can just roll this out of the way and roll it back in.
We're supposed to have somebody come check it every year?
Well,
is that really a thing? Are you supposed to have somebody come check your hot water heater every year?
Well,
does everybody know this? Did I not know this and I didn't?
Maybe not the hot water heater, but the furnace.
My hot water heater did cry when we were gone on vacation once and decided it was going to leak itself.
And that's the other reason these are great, because if your hot water heater leaks, and it happens to all of us at some point because they have a lifespan, this is great because everything is now up off the floor. So whatever you're storing isn't, you know, wicking up all that water, it's elevated, so you know that it's protected. And because these are powder coated steel, if you put them in areas that are damp, like a lot of people's basements like ours are damp, you can put it in there. If it's in the garage where you park, you know, your wet, snowy car, it's nothing to worry about, like plastic that gets brittle or wood that warps. These are powder coated steel.
Yeah, so in the, showing us, see, like those.
Yeah, these, right?
And those are actually a pain to put together.
Yeah.
And they're not very sturdy, and they break, and they warp, and all the things.
Right, and you can hear all the pieces in here. And I'll tell you, I sent my husband to get this at the local store, hardware store, and it wasn't that much of a price difference compared to our powder coated steel heavy duty shelves. Yeah. This doesn't hold 1,000 pounds. This needs put together. This is plastic that's going to get brittle and crack probably, you know, over the next year or two, depending where I put it. And it's just not going to be sturdy. And I have to put it like on the honey-do list because it's full of all these pieces.
You're right.
The metal shelves that you can find a lot of times come in a million pieces, and once they're together, you're not moving them. These you can move. So if this is a dorm shelf, you know, for your college or your high school student that's ready to graduate, they can take it to their first apartment because it's not permanent. Yeah. You know, they can take it when they get a house someday and start a family, then they can put it in their basement to store, you know, all their holiday decorations. They really are, I want to say, lifetime shelves.
They are. So many different reasons and ways. We'll come back over here. Let's go show color to a second. For you to pick these up, but I cannot stress enough, those of you who might be looking going, well, I'm not really sure I need 2. You need 2. It's kind of like, there's our buyers moving the shoes. It's kind of like Alberti and the Perrier boxes. Once you get a pack of them, you're like, oh, I need 17 more packs.
Right.
Most people come back and buy their second Pop-It, which is why we did a set of 2 for you in this situation. We wanted to be able to give you a discount by getting 2. And plus, we knew for our today's special value day, thank you very much, Pop-It, they would give us free shipping and handling, which we cannot always count on. So you get free shipping and handling, that saves you over $55, and you get 2 of these home at this great low price, as opposed to the $352 that you would spend at the QVC price, and even more if you tried to find it somewhere else. This is the black, and you get a set of 2. This is the white. Also, new baby comes with lots of stuff. I mean, doesn't come with, but you got to buy a lot of stuff.
Right.
$159 each is what they usually are. $45 or $46 for the shelf liners. This one is the pewter. Those are my favorite. And then there's also the bronze.
Yes,
And,
and
again, set of 2.
The bronze is like I always like to say it's like a milk chocolate. I live near Hershey, so I always have chocolate on the mind. And it's like a milk chocolate
like a mocha,
color.
like a coffee.
Yes.
John.
It is.
Coffee.
And these aren't just for, I like to say they're not just for us in this phase of life that we're in with like kids and you have stuff everywhere and sporting goods and there's just stuff everywhere. My mom got 3 of these last summer because she's kind of in the downsizing mode. She wants to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
So she got 3 of these for her basement to get organized, to get rid of the